Hey friend, hey, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing my Thanksgiving prep, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with dry brining our turkey. If you are like me, you don't have room in your fridge for like a wet brine, or you don't have a large enough pot, fear not, friend. We're going to salt this thing down and do a dry brine instead. It's still going to give you the same results. It's still going to result in a juicy turkey. No, it's not going to be salty because you're going to rinse it all the way off before you cook it. So I just have some coarse coarse kosher salt. If you have red diamond salt, even better, chef's kiss. But whatever you have, I would definitely recommend kosher salt because it's less salty. And just salt it down, cover it up, and we're gonna throw this in the fridge. Now, moving on to our cornbread dressing. Now, I like to follow the recipe that's on the self-rising flour. This year I'm using Martha White. And I tweak my recipe, okay? Just a little bit. Just un poquito. I'm using buttermilk just because I have it in my fridge and I need to use it up, but I have used whole milk. It doesn't really make a difference. So just whatever you have. I don't know about nut milks. You know what I mean? Nah, we don't do that, but do what you do, you gotta experiment. So I doubled my recipe. Okay. After I made it, I'm like, I don't know if I should have, but friend, I might save some of it for Christmas. We'll see. I may freeze it. So yeah, I got this all mixed up. This is what it's gonna look like when you're done. It's nice and thick. You want your cast iron pan or whatever pan you're gonna use, and let it preheat. You can put your shortening in the pan as you're preheating your pan. I just forgot, so I like to use butter flavored shortening. Get that in there. Make sure you get it along the sides so it doesn't stick. And then I'm going to eyeball about half of the batter into the pan because I am making 2 pans of cornbread. We love our cornbread dressing, so I like to have plenty, but like I said, I think I may have made too much. So here's the second pan. I don't have another cast iron pan, so I'm just using what I got. So now I gotta get my vegetables prepped for the turkey, for cornbread dressing. And then while I was here, I said, you know what? I'm making 2 recipes that call for celery, carrots, and onions. So why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just go ahead and get it done. So I washed these things. I scrubbed them down because I'm going to take the scraps of the vegetables and make chicken stock tomorrow. So make sure you're following me so that you can see how I make my chicken stock. And yeah, so this is going to be for the turkey. I'm just going to roughly chop this up because this is going to go into the cavity of the turkey. So it does not need to be perfect or like small pieces. And then I'm going to set that to the side and begin chopping up the celery and onions that will go into the cornbread dressing. You can do as little or as much as you like. I probably should have did a little bit more, but that's okay. Just use what you got. And you can chop it up as big or as small as you want. I kind of like to get mine pretty small, so you'll see me do that, as well as my onions. And now we're gonna get ready to do the onions. Y'all, my little wet paper towel trick did not stand up. It did not stand the test of these onions. They were so strong. My eyes were tearing up so bad. It's crazy, but I'm saving all the scraps. You see that little baggie? I'm gonna save all them scraps for chicken stock tomorrow. So save your scraps, freeze them up, and when you're ready to make chicken stock or whatever stock, you're ready to go. So we're just gonna set this to the side and get ready for tomorrow. And little transition magic, there's our vegetables and chopped for another meal. So now moving back on to the cornbread dressing, I allow these to cool. I baked them in the oven on 400 degrees for 25 minutes, and so They've already cooled and everything. So now I'm just breaking this cornbread up. I really just want to kind of get the big pieces. You don't have to break it up like super duper small, because as you add the liquids and stuff to it, it is going to kind of break down some more. So yeah, I'll show you what my mixture, what I prefer my mixture to look like at the end. And so, yeah, that was pretty much all I did for day 1. Tomorrow, I will be doing chicken stock. I'll be making gravy. We will put together the dressing and get the turkey ready. What else are we doing, friend? Mashed potatoes, and I'll be making a cake. So, prepping for the holidays. It has been a little bit easier because I told you we would cook everything the day of, but thank God for Ina Garten. She saved my Thanksgivings forever. God bless her. So I will be back in tomorrow's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.